It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports as a pair of heavyweights get set to square off. It's the Browns and the Hawks, and it's coming up next.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of a yard, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. Give yourself...
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. On third down, Wilson. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Wilson able to hook up with Eskridge, first down, Seattle. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this...
Nothing on the scoreboard thus far, but that might very well be about to change as this offense comes up on a first-and-goal situation. Wilson will throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Will Dissly, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get...
This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mind.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was that last. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Play action. Now Wilson. That ball nearly intercepted. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. They'll try and run for it with Penning. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So right here, this offense is trying to tack on to their lead in the second quarter with an upcoming field goal attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're...
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to.
Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Carson. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Carson again. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down. A field goal does them no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And with these modern-day tight ends, what have you found to be the premier coverage? It's a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Seahawks, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4.